All right, guys. Good morning. It's Melissa here. How's everyone doing? Sunday morning, right? Sunday morning, and I'm doing a video. And on Sundays, I like to do something that's a little more spiritual. So I want to talk today about on my videos, you will see that I did a video about Trinity Baptist Church and how I had gone there, and I felt like, there were some things that needed to be confronted. So if you watch that video, you can see that. So, as I watch them today, there's been some big changes, and we need to constantly make changes, not only for ourselves, but churches need to make changes too, right? So as I'm watching this, there is forgiveness, right? I do forgive some of the people over there that tried to put me under the bus, basically. Um, it's not based on them because we as Christians are to be obedient. And I think a lot of times obedience is the thing missing in our Christian walk, oftentimes, right? When we think about scripture, we obviously all are in different places because we are learning, we are growing up into the head, which is Christ. And when someone wants certain obedience from you, you may not have been convicted yet about certain things, or you may just have a certain, excuse me, I need my water, a different conviction about something. So, how do we get along? I'm just going to grab my water. How do we get along with people, right? We get along in God. That's how we do it. So, as I'm just getting up and waiting for laundry to be done, Jonathan Treth, I don't even know if I can say his name right, Trelfall. I always have a hard time with his name. The pastor over there stood up and talked about how he's a sinner and he's reminded daily that he is a sinner. That is the kind of pastor you want to follow. That is the kind of person you want to follow. And when I had someone on here say to me, when I was talking about hostessing and all the work I've been doing, they're like, you are stellar. And of course, it's nice to think of, that word high quality woman, um, a woman who has substance. But the truth is, I am a sinner too. And these are the type of people when you can say it's nice to have some pride and be like, well, really, this is the type of person I am. But the truth is, in order to be a quality woman, you have to know the core truth about yourself, and that is you are a sinner. And I am a sinner. So when we think about things, there is a deeper truth. Like I had talked about, this no trespassing order that, someone, Jonathan had put on me. And I said, hey, you're the one, who basically started this. And so there is a deeper truth in life. And, if you want to take lawyers, and because I put a video up and technically try to put me under the bus with a video that audio mostly that I took in a public square, you can do that, but there is a deeper truth that you are guilty of. And it's like the story of Chronicles of Narnia. The deeper truth is we are to love one another, right? So, when we think about that, love doesn't mean that you don't confront something that you've seen in a church that you don't like. And the story of Chronicles of Narnia is Aslan and the witch were having a spiritual battle, and the witch thought she won. She was like, I won, and I've, under this law, this is the law. And she was using the law the wrong way, saying that this person in particular was guilty. And Aslan was saying there's a deeper truth before your law that you do not even know about. And that is where the battle was won. So, same thing here for the Christian life. Um, there is a deeper battle when you are going through things with people, and that is we are the deeper, more important truth or deeper truth is we are to love one another. So as I, looked at the church again, there is forgiveness, and that's not because of me. That is because God has called me to forgive people who have hurt or offended me. So we are to forgive one another, and it's not based on because we want to. It's based on because Christ says if you don't forgive others, he will not forgive you. So there is a time to confront people, and then there's a time to offer forgiveness. And God's mercy is much more, guys, than our sin, much more. So I had filled out a paper last night. I had filled out some paperwork for the Supreme Court, putting in a motion there and saying, my husband's a broken man. He had his trauma from his mother growing up. And I had talked to an 81-year-old woman the other day at the bus stop, and she said her husband left her for a woman who had money because he never had money. He wanted money. So I had talked about how my husband was a gold digger and he left me because his mother offered him money. When you have broken people in your life who have hurt you, Christ asks us to forgive because I'm a sinner. I know my weaknesses better than anybody else. I know, that I'm somebody who needs forgiveness, and this is how we get along in God, guys. We forgive one another. The book of Ephesians talks about this, being tenderhearted and kind to one another, forgiving one another, just as Christ has forgiven us. And this is how we do it, guys. We don't, I had worked for a company a while ago that was a Christian company, and they were pretty rude to me, right? And they didn't want to work with me, and I let them have it. So there's a time for standing up, and then there's a time, like in Ecclesiastes, to truly forgive people and move forward and just put it behind you. So we need to get over stuff in life as quick as we can. We need to work it out because we are all in a battle, right? We're in a battle for souls. We're in a battle for lives. We know if you serve in the military, um, there is a camaraderie there that they have each other's back, right? Because they've been through war and they don't leave each other behind. The same thing in life, guys. You don't leave people behind. My channel is to minister to people, and even my family that was pretty hurtful to me, I still am looking out for their spiritual best and hoping with all their rottenness, they've learned something and that they have come to know Christ, right? Because we know this life is passing, and we know in the bigger picture, there is truly a heaven and a hell, and we don't want to see anyone in hell. We just don't want to see that. It's going to be awful. So we want people to see their sin. That's what the law is for, to show people their sin. It's not to um, use it to give yourself a self righteousness. It's to show you your sin and to lead you to Christ. And that's what we want for people, right? And we have to take those personal offenses and put them behind us because there is something more valuable coming, right? We have a kingdom that is unmovable and unshakable in Christ, right? So when we die, we have this to look forward to, an inheritance that does not corrupt. This earth is fading away. Everything's changing. I can even see it in the music I listen to, right? Totally different music now, that the stuff I used to listen to that was popular is kind of just fading away. So we see this earth is fading away, guys, and we need to be as quick as possible, not only to confront, rebuke, exhort, but to forgive and be merciful as God is.